Oops. Alright, hi guys. Just gonna wait for a few people to log on. I was so excited all day today knowing that this was waiting for me here at home. I think I have everything ready. Let's see. I'll wait and see if anybody logs on here before I start. I'll be making a dream catcher that's rainbow on the wreath. Let's see. This is a hint. Pretty soft yarn. Let me see. So it's not. I think it's working. I just don't see anybody yet. It's still early, so I'll wait just a little bit longer. I hope you all had a good day. And I hope the little girl that this wreath is for has a chance to log in today. Sorry, I'm just looking at the stuff there, making sure I have everything accurate. Yep. Might not have been the best shirt to wear for that, huh? Hopefully I don't catch it on there too much tonight. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start. People come in and leave. If anything, they can watch it after it's completely done. I wanted to kind of give you a breakdown of what all I'm using. So I ended up getting this chenille heathered yarn from Walmart. It's really pretty and soft. Really, really soft. I think I ended up getting like 5 things of them. I don't think I'll need that many. And then the size of the wreath is 12 inches. They have them at the Dollar Tree, but this one I got at Walmart. On each ball of yarn, the label, if you tear that off very carefully, on the back, I don't know who all crochets on here. On the back of the label, it has a pattern, which I'm keeping this one. This one just so happens to be a baby blanket. So whenever you buy yarn, always look at the backs of the labels. And for the dream catcher, I plan on using the peaches and cream. That's what I used the other day. I'm not keeping this label because I have tons and tons of these. Hi, Danny. I wasn't sure who all was going to be able to make the video tonight to watch. So I figured I'd go ahead and start. And then I also ended up getting these little flowers to go with it. So the ones that are recapping, or the ones that are just starting, sorry. Only my second live. I ended up getting 5 things of this fluffy yarn, And instead of putting flowers all the way around the form, I'm just going to wrap it with the fluffy yarn because the little girl, I hope she's able to log on. Her name is MJ. She asked me for a rainbow one, and that I'm really excited to be able to do this for her. I'm hoping that she'll love it. I'm also thinking of possibly making little tassels to dangle from the bottom. We'll see how that goes. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the Dreamcatcher part first or wrap around the edge first. So I've decided I'm going to wrap the edge first since this ball is really big and I didn't want to have to cut tons of little strips. So I'm going to wrap that first, and I think it'll be easier to put this in between the bits of yarn than it would be the other way. Is everything looking and sounding okay? So all I've done is tie the yarn to the top, and then I'm just going to start wrapping. And when I notice more people log in, I'll do a recap of what all I'm doing. I saw that you tagged her and that she was going to try to make it, so I'm hoping they're able to. So all I'm going to do is wrap and wrap and wrap all the way around this edge. It's already, I haven't done too much, but it's already looking really cute. I'm excited for it to be done. I don't think it'll take 5 skeins of yarn, but if there's leftover, bonus for me. Or whoever gets the project that I use it for. I also wanted to ask everyone that logged in what all they would like to see me craft. Kind of give me some ideas. Tomorrow I'm doing the sock gnome. And then I'm putting everybody's names in a hat. And whoever I draw, they're going to get the gnome. I'll end up, if they live far away or whatever, I will mail that to them. And I think what time sound, I was thinking maybe 7 again, but if you guys think a better time, let me know what time works good for you tomorrow to watch that one. Oopsie. So all I'm doing is wrapping this around and kind of smushing it together so it's nice and snug. I think the back side's going to look amazing as well as the front. Also, let me know what all you guys have done today. I had to work, so that's that. I looked forward to this, though. I was really excited to get off work. Do you have any tips for me of what all I can do differently? Danny, what all did you guys do today? Boy, if you guys, have you ever noticed when you go down, like, for me it's the yarn aisle. Everywhere else, if there's a toy or something that makes sound, you always push the button. I'm that way with yarn. Whenever there's like a soft one, I always have to go and I have to feel it. Or even like pillows, I do the same thing. Um, if you get a chance, check out the yarn. It is so soft. Oh, movies sound fun. What kind of movies are you watching? I just watched Greatest Showman the other day again. I've watched that so many times. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that so far. This picture showing up pretty good. To me, it almost looks like there's a glare, but it's very, very pretty yarn. Oh, and I have to tell all of you about our fun time after I got home tonight. I was so excited about this live that I got everything ready, and my husband was watching TV, and next thing you know, TV shuts off, the internet shuts off, and I'm like, uh-oh. I'm doing this live tonight. I might just have to use my data and shut the Wi-Fi off on my phone. So all that I did was go over and wiggle the cords. Everything came back on. But it was strange. I thought that was really weird. So we might need to get a new power strip later.
We got them somewhere.
I think so.
I think they're upstairs. Brand new ones.
This is looking so cute. Do you think this one will take an hour like the last one? Since I have to wrap it, it might even be closer to the 2 hours. with this one. And if I keep getting caught on my shirt. Agreeing on a movie is pretty rare. Good luck. I'm getting close to being halfway done with this, and I haven't even used one full skein. That kind of excites me because I bought like 5 skeins of this yarn, and if it only takes one for this, oh my goodness. It's like winning the lottery. It's a pretty small form too, so I don't know if that'll make it a little quicker too. Once I get to the dream catcher part, it'll go really quick. But then I also want to possibly hot glue some little flowers on it too. If she pops on, I'll ask her if she's wanting the flowers or without. And then also if she wants tassels or not. I figure if I do tassels, I've got just like a plain purple or even a plain teal. Do you have any other ideas of what crafts I could do live? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Are you as excited as I am? It's turning out so cute. Once I give it to her, I'll have to have them take a picture of it hanging up. I notice there's a little knot in my yarn. I'm going to clear that up before I go. There we go. And if you're just logging in, I'm just making a rainbow wreath with a dream catcher in the center. I'm using, what was it, Mainstays chenille heathered yarn. Really fluffy, really soft. Ooh, yeah, I could do the feathers next. After the gnomes. There's so many stuff. I also plan on making a witchy gnome out of a little witch's hat that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use a mop head for the beard. So I'll do that one as well. But yeah, I think everybody would enjoy doing the feathers as well. Oh my goodness. This is so soft. And with this is pretty much what I was telling you about the other day, that I had seen that lady doing. All that she did was wrap the fluffy yarn around the edge. And then for her dream catcher, she didn't have a specific pattern. She just wrapped all the way around in all different angles. And then she called it a dream catcher. But with me and my OCD, I like the flowery looking one that I end up with. And I don't think I could do the crazy, just spur of the moment, whipping it together kind of one. It has to have some kind of pattern. But I mean, hers did turn out cute. I just would not be able to make it. It has to have a pattern. I would probably get a headache. The crochet one and certain stitches, that's probably a given. That will happen at some point. Hi, Donna. I am making a Dreamcatcher wreath that's a rainbow. One of my bonus grandchildren asked me to do it. So I just have a wreath form that I had gotten from Walmart. They also have them at Dollar Tree. And I am wrapping this really soft yarn around it, and then I'm going to do the dream catcher in the center, and then I'll probably hang some little tassels from it, and then maybe even do a couple flowers. And I thought, why not do it live so everyone can see how to do this simple little craft. I do have a hula hoop. I have plans for that, but I was looking for some the other day. I don't know if the stores still have them or if they're getting rid of them since the weather's getting colder, but that did cross my mind. I'm gonna have to start writing these down. The only downfall with so many ideas is I want to do them right away. That way they're done. And then move on to the next. But I'm not very patient with it. But for as much as I love to craft and how much it helps with my anxiety, I could craft pretty much every night. So I am just about done. And I haven't even used the full, I might even have yarn left over. How awesome is that? I'll use that for maybe some of the tassels. Hi, Abby. So when I first started, I don't know if anybody had seen the very first part when I logged on. This shirt that I have has little itty bitty holes, and it kept catching on the wreath. Now that it's nice and soft, I'm not having that problem. So I have learned that tonight. Next time I do a live with one of these wreaths, no crocheted tops. Danny, I have a feeling the kids might want one of these. With as soft as it is. And so bright in colors. Although now that it's almost done, to me it kind of looks like a steering wheel cover. Okay, one more wrap around. Then I'm going to snip it. And all I'm going to do is just tie it to the back here where I started. That's snugged up too to where I can even make that into a hanger to hang it. You guys think those colors are so vibrant too and so soft. So for now I'm setting that aside and I will do the dream catcher part. And now that I'm looking at this completely done, I don't know if I want to pull that apart in order to have this fit in there. So I think what I'm just going to do is unspool this. And I will use my little needle and stitch it like I'm sewing. Abby, what all did you do today? Did you do anything other than be at the bakery? Here I thought I was all prepared. But that's one good thing about crafting. It's so easy. If one thing doesn't work out, keep your brain moving. You can figure out some of the coolest things when something else doesn't work out. Okay. So I'm going to find my top there. Now the only downfall with me doing this first, I cannot see where my marks are, because before the form had like a mark here, and here, and it was staged out where it was all welded together, and that made it easier for me to stage out how many points of my dream catcher I want. This one here, I mean, there's no right or wrong. You can have as many points as you want. I will probably just kind of move these around so I can kind of feel where those points are. That way I have the right amount on there. So I'm going to come up through and just tie a knot. Oopsie. And like I said, there's really no wrong way of doing it. And with this, I can hide it and tuck that little strand to the back, or even on the inside. So then there, that's hidden. Hi MJ, I'm making your rainbow dream catcher. What do you think so far? The dream catcher is going to go in the center. And then if you want, I'll add some little flowers too. And some tassels. Hi, sweetheart. Alright, so I'm going to find out where my middle, it's right there. So I'm going to do the middle there. And if I wanted, I could also do, like I could count how many strands of yarn and go that way in order to stage where I wanted to place it. But I'm just gonna stage it. I'm just gonna feel around. I'm glad you like it. What all did you do today? I miss you too. We'll have to get together again. The second row of this is going to go a little bit easier, I think. Because then I'll know where everything's at. Do you see how the string is forming along that edge? And then that'll get pulled as I'm going on my second round. Okay, so it's there. That's my center. Oh, I love you too. I hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, I think just feeling for that other form is working out pretty good. I'm really glad that you like it so far. My day was long, but it was good. I had this to look forward to when I got off work, so that always helps. Okay, now I'm going to work on that second. First, I'm going to just kind of tie that off. Oopsie. My yarn fell out. There we go. So MJ, what all did you do today? Okay, so see how that's creating that little triangle there? I'm just going to go to the middle of each one of these. And that's what's going to create the points of my dream catcher. See that? To me, this seems like it's going a lot quicker. Does it feel like that to you guys? This is already looking like a little sunshine inside the rainbow. Looks like a little sunshine. And see, if I wanted, I could just do 1 or 2 rounds to where it looks like that. I mean, it's pretty forgiving. You don't have to go all the way to the center if you don't want to. Just you go as far as you want, and then you can tie it off. I like going to the center though. I like how they look. Oops. Now I'm on my third row. So MJ, do you have a certain spot that you're gonna hang this? Oh, sounds like you had a fun day. Hi, Bailey. How are you tonight? Oopsie. Are you guys seeing how well this is turning out? I love doing these. Mm-hmm. Bailey, what all did you do today? Mm-hmm. I miss you too. I'm glad that I work at Walmart though, where even though I can't see everybody all the time, I'm still able to see you there. Have a little gnat that's dive bombing me. Oh my goodness. Oh, above your bed's a good spot for it. Bailey, do you like doing laundry? I don't mind the washing part, and the drying. I just don't like folding it. You know what? I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do that other way, where all I have to do is put it in. This way is a little bit quicker. And all I gotta do is tug on it. Bailey, I am making a wreath that is a rainbow and a dream catcher in the center. Now I am noticing that I'm going to run out of string. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tie a knot. And then I can add a pretty little bead or something to it later. That's how awesome this craft is. If it doesn't work out, you can always modify it. Oh, guess what I did? Live and learn. I tied that knot before removing this. Okay. So, remove your needle first, then tie a knot. Otherwise your needle will get stuck too close. Here we go. So much better. I'm glad you guys are liking how this is turning out. It's so much fun to make. And if you guys end up making one after watching me do these, send me pictures. I want to see how your guys' turned out. Oopsie. There we go. That almost locked that. With how I'm doing it this way, it's almost taking care of that knot all by itself. But I probably still will cover it with a bead. Oops. Do you like the choice of color of the inside? Or do you think I should have used a different color? Oh, I love you guys. That's one thing I really love about Facebook. If I don't see somebody very often, I can chit chat with everybody on here and keep in touch. MJ, it should be done tonight. I plan on doing a live until it is finished. As long as it'll let me. And I think Danny and them are coming over. If not tomorrow, I'll definitely see them on Monday. So I will send it with Danny on Monday. I'm so glad you like the colors. What color is your bedroom? Where you're going to hang it? Oops. How many flowers should I put on it? Do you have a favorite number where I can put that many flowers? So for the flowers, I got these. I couldn't find any teal ones. That's why I did this color. It's the closest I could get. But I'm just wondering how many flowers I should put on there. 8? That's your age, isn't it? Is that why that's your favorite number? And how many you're wanting on there? Is because you're 8? It's so cute. Oopsie. And also, do you want the flowers on the side, on the bottom, on the top? Hi, Jen. So I'm almost done with the dream catcher part. And then I will hot glue on the flowers. Hi, Ida. For the ones that are just logging on or getting on here, I am making a rainbow wreath dream catcher. And guess what I just did? I broke it. But that's okay. Because I can just take it apart a little bit and tie a knot. No stress. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and forgiving. Okay, I'm getting just about enough. There we go. So a note for next time, don't pull too hard. Oh, thank you, sweetie. So now there's 2 knots, so you might end up getting 2 beads on your dream catcher. Okay, now where was I? Pretty easy to figure out where I left off. So I had to tie this off a couple times just because I ran out of string a little bit ago, and then I didn't know my own strength, and I ended up breaking it. Very forgiving. I'll just sew on a bead later, and that'll fix it. Ida, do you have power yet? And is everything all cleaned up from the storms? I'm using a peaches and cream yarn for the inside. Oh, I threw the... So this is what I'm using for the dream catcher part. And then I'm using the real fluffy, cute yarn. The brand is Mainstays, and that's for this outside edge. Wow, how crazy. At least all of you are safe. I'm glad that you have power. So I think I'm going to leave a little hole in the center here. And then I'll attach some beads here where I had to tie a knot. A few years back, it was around this time of year, we had straight line winds come through Mount Pleasant, and we had a big tree in our backyard, and it fell. It shook our entire house, and it was just a mess. Having to deal with all the insurance company and the tree people. The tree people were amazing, and the utilities people, our power came on, and then they had to shut it off because it was a fire hazard, because it had ripped all of our wires off of the side of the house. And so it was just a big, big mess. And I don't wish any of that on anybody. It is such a headache to have to go through and have to deal with insurance companies and make all the phone calls, and then people are wanting their money right away, and you're waiting for the insurance company to figure out what's going on. Oh. I will put a bead in the hole for you, MJ. So I will leave a little string so I can tie that. Yeah, we had to get an electrician too. so they could fix that special box on the side of the house. It was a nightmare. I am so glad, though, that nobody was hurt. You guys are okay. Everything else is just material stuff. It all can be replaced. You can't. So I'm really, really glad that you guys are doing good. Alright, so I plugged in my glue gun. Once that warms up, I will put some flowers on this. And MJ, you're wanting 8, so maybe 4 pink and 4 purple. Yep. MJ, did you want them all 8 of them, like in a clump? Like things of 3 here, maybe. Maybe a few there. How are you wanting these flowers? Are all the flowers at the bottom? You want them down at the bottom? Because right now I can just kind of stick them in the... Stick them in the yarn. They're not glued down yet, but I can kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like. You want it something like that, and then you hang it? Okay. So I gotta find my top, and then I'll center them along that bottom area. Trying to get the... Alright, that sounds good. So as soon as my glue gun heats up, I think while I'm waiting on that, since it's taking a little bit, I'm going to start on some tassels. All I'm going to do is make some, maybe 3 strips here, and then at the end I'll put the little tassel. So that'll go there. And then I will do, for the for the tassels, what I'm going to do is wrap probably about 5, 6 times, maybe 10. 2, 4, 6. Looks like it's going to be 10. So I'm going to go 10 times around my hand. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. do 3 strands of this yarn. All I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it. There we go. So I did 3 strands of these. At one end, I'm going to find that loop, that little loophole where it was around my hand. I'm going to push that through. And then just give it a little, make a little knot. And then one of these little strands. So all of this was wrapped around my hand. And I'm just going to kind of make a little knot, maybe about a third way down, to kind of form that part of the tassel. MJ, what's up? She's not gonna get your dream catcher. Oh, Ida, that is not my Danny. That is Danny's boyfriend's sister, and her little girl is using the page. So I kind of adopted. Yeah, I kind of adopted his niece as one of my grandbabies, and she asked if I could make her a wreath. So there's one of the tassels. And see this little end? I'm just going to tuck that in the center. Yeah, MJ, it's yours. She's only 8. And so this will dangle on one. I'm going to make 2 more, probably 1 more purple and then 1 of the teal. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take another one of these. And that'll go through that top part that went around my hand. So then the part that went around my hand is here. And then I put this through and tied it. And then this is going to go down about a third part of the way. Oopsie. And then those loops that were around my hand, I'm just snipping those. And that makes the little tassel. I'll do one more tassel. That'll be the teal color. I'm also going to switch my cord because it's not heating up. So we'll see if that helps, because that is not heating up at all. I had power issues just a little bit ago before I started, and I was in a slight panic. But everything worked out. So what are you guys thinking so far? I'm liking how the tassels are looking too. I'm hearing the kids from next door. They play really loud and it's freaking the cat out. She probably thinks it's a cat because it does kind of sound like a cat that's moaning and stuff out there. It's just our neighbor kids. MJ, you'll have to show me pictures of how it looks in your room. Ooh. Switching that cord really helped because it's working now. Okay, so I'm finding my top here, and I'm going to start gluing on some flowers. Now I'm finding that the ends of the flower are coming through to this side. So I'll probably put a little dollop of glue back there as well, just to kind of hold it in place. And I'm kind of bending it to where there's like a little curve. That way when it goes down, this bend will hit the back of the yarn. MJ, I'm really glad that you like how it's turning out. It's been really fun making it. Oh my goodness, that's like too cute. So are any of you able to log on tomorrow when I do the sock gnomes? What time works better for you guys? That's what it's looking like so far. I can pretty much do any time because I don't work tomorrow. Does evening sound good for you guys? Wow. I could not do that overnight. I'd be falling asleep. So do you sleep during the day? When you have to be to work at 9? What time works for you, Ida? I'm really glad that you were able to log in tonight. All of you. I can't believe that people actually watch me do crafts. That's pretty cool. Oh, 1 day a week wouldn't be so bad, I guess. I think I'm going to put this one down here. So if I did the live tomorrow about, oh, let's see, it won't take a whole long time to do a gnome. I could probably do it around lunchtime, maybe 1 o'clock. Would that work for you guys? Okay, so I have the flowers on there. Now I'm going to see how on the back you can see all these. I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to keep those in place. Can you see how I'm covering that up? Just to kind of give it that little extra boost to secure it. This way too, it will not scratch the walls when it's hanging. Okay, so this tassel here, I made 2 purple and 1 teal. I'm going to put the teal in the center. That one I think I'm going to hang it a little bit longer, and then the purple one's a little bit shorter, so it kind of looks like a V. Oops. There we go. I got glue on me. I think I'm going to find strings of glue from the glue for days. For length, I think I'm going to go like that for the teal one. And then I'll make the purple ones a little bit shorter. So I'll just tie a knot. Snip it. Oh, undingle, undingle. There we go. Maybe. I think that looks good. I'm so glad all of you guys logged on here. It's been forever since I've talked to some of you. I love you too, MJ. Make sure that's up about the same. There we go. This is just about done. I will add the beads at another time because I gotta find just the right ones for this special little one. But as soon as I get this cut off, I'm gonna hide those ends. This one I cut a little bit short. No biggie. I will hot glue it down so it doesn't go nowhere. I can hot glue this one down too. Thank you, Abby. It did turn out really pretty, didn't it? I love the colors. When I saw the yarn, it made me think of rainbow, and that's what MJ asked for, was rainbow. Okay. So, I'm going to tie this down here. And it went pretty quick. I can't believe how quick it went. I don't think I'm hitting close to the 2 hour mark. Well, let's see, I started at 7, so about an hour and a half. Longer than what I thought. Alright, so this is pretty much done, other than putting the jewels and beads in the center. And I will hang this, or I will hold it up to show you. Boy, I cannot wait to see this hanging on her wall. What'd you guys think of the live? Did it work out okay? I didn't watch the screen as much as I did the last one, and I didn't read much of the words or the comments. It's really soft. I cannot stress that enough. And I really thank everybody for logging on and watching me do crafts, being bored with me, watching me make any mistakes that I make. And that did not take much yarn, so I've got tons of yarn left over. It didn't even take one skein. I still have this much left out of that entire skein of yarn. And I've got 4 that I haven't even used. So I could make more if I wanted. Or the on the other side of the tag, or the label, it says it takes 9 in order to make a baby blanket. So really, I don't have much more to buy if I want to make a blanket. Bye, Ida. Thank you for tuning in and seeing me and checking out the craft. I had a lot of fun doing this. My goodness, so soft. I think I'm going to log off too. That way I can go look through my beads. When I get done sewing those on there, I will take a picture and post it to my page. Tomorrow, about 1 o'clock or so, I'll do the gnomes. And then I'll also put everybody's names in a hat, and whoever's name I draw, they will get the gnome after I'm done with it. So I hope you guys can check it out tomorrow. And you guys have a great night. Thank you.